How's it going? We got a new episode of Fan State. We have a lot to go over. Let's dive into it. Two new teams in this league, Jalissa and Widget. Jalissa is a old team in this league. Used to tear it up. Used to cause destruction. Great coach. Be on the lookout for them. They will be a team to look out for. Next up, Widget. New team, new coach, a coach that is up and coming, has a fiery style of play. They need to be on the lookout in terms of playoff potential. And then, since we have two new teams, we have two old teams that have left the league. The team we shall not name here at Fan State has left. They asked the commissioner if they could join back again, if possible, in the future. Commissioner said no. Thank the Lord that Fan State never has to mention that team ever again this season. And then the other team that left is Andon's Macaroni and Cheese. Andon, the head coach, has decided to step down and pursue a different career. After that step down, the whole team dispersed. So Fan State would like to wish Andon good luck on wherever he goes in this next part in his career. Not new teams, but new team names. Seabass's Shiver has changed to the Coblins. Here at Fan State, we love that team name, the Coblins. We just got to give up to Caleb Mason. The Native Americans would like to thank Caleb Mason for this new team name, a team name that represents them. And then the other team name change is Ricky Stanicki. Matthew Farley has once done it again, shocking us just out of nowhere, out of left field, by changing the team name to Ricky Stanicki. There's some turmoil within the league in terms of that team name, but we'll see how they will do in this new season with a new team name. Here at Fan State, we have great connections with the commissioner. So this is Fan State only news. There's rumors of a new trophy. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know what it's going to be, what it's going to be called. Just be on the lookout for a new trophy. And here's the ball buster of this episode, Rivals Week. What is that? Let me explain. Rivals Week will be week 14. We have all 12 teams. Each team will be put against each other in terms of history, other things, and they are now each other's rivals. And they only play once throughout the whole season in week 14. Let's go over who they are now. First rival, Jennifer Aniston versus Steelers of Joy. Perfect matchup in terms of minorities. They're the only two minority coaches in the league, so why not put them together? Next rivals matchup is Jalissa versus Daddy's team. On the field conflict, what happened in week 14, but off the field conflict may happen as they are husband and wife. Perfect matchup in terms of rivalries, right? Next rivals matchup is the Coblins versus First Down Syndrome. Two older teams in the league. A lot of bad blood off the field in terms of scandals, cheating, stuff like that. So let's just see what happens there. Next rivals matchup is Coop Cup Clan versus Diggs in a Blanket. Two friends on the field and off the field. Two older teams in the league. Perfect matchup in our eyes. Next rivals matchup is Team McElhaney versus Team DeMardiac Arrest. Used to be former teammates in the CFF. Now they're facing against each other in week 14. And then next we have Ricky Stanicki versus Widget. Ricky Stanicki, old veteran coach, ground and pound type guy, versus the new up-and-coming Widget, air the ball out, just guns a-blazing down the field. So that is our Rivals Week matchups. let's go into our season predictions for this season. We're in preseason. First game's tomorrow in the NFL. Here's who we think will be doing the punishments this season. From winning the championship of last year, being at the very top, we see Daddy's team going all the way down and running the punishment. So that's our first team. Our second team, also a top team last year, will now be a bottom team this year. Steelers of Joy. But let's see who we think is going to win the whole league. A new team last year. They feel like they've been here forever, so we call them veteran. Ricky Stanicki is who we have winning the whole season. Good team all around, and their starters. We have them winning the whole league. Here's our dark horse of the season is a team that used to be here. They left, now they're back. Jalissa, that's who we have as our dark horse. Here's what we've been waiting for. The MP poll. Look, it's fantasy football, guys. You can't really predict everything. We're going to be wrong on a lot of our predictions. The preseason MP poll, a lot of these teams might be changing in the next couple of weeks in terms of where they're at. This isn't rankings. This is just power ratings. On a consistent level, this is like who would beat who on a neutral playing field at their best. Let's start at the bottom. At number 12, we have Widget. At number 11, we have the reigning champs, Daddy's team. At number 10, we have Steelers of Joy. At number 9, we have Team McElhaney. At number 8, we have DeMardiac Arrest. At number 7, we have Diggs in a Blanket. Number 6, we have Jennifer Aniston. At number 5, we have Jalissa. Number 4, we have the Coblins. Number 3, we have Coop Cup Clan. Number 2, we have First Down Syndrome. And we have Ricky Stanicki at our number 1 spot. That rounds out the MP poll. Like I said, the MP poll is power ratings. It's not rankings. It can change at any point throughout the season on who's hot and who's not. Let's move on to our week 1 preview. The first week of the CFF. Jennifer Aniston versus the Coblins. Two teams that were pretty solid last year. We see both these teams as really even, really close. And if you choose any team to win, that'd be totally okay because they're, in our opinions, around the same. We have Jennifer Aniston winning by 1 point in a close game. Next matchup, we have Jalissa versus First Down Syndrome. I don't really want to go over this too long. We have First Down Syndrome to hammer this game. Jalissa is going down. Next matchup, Daddy's team versus Coop Cup Clan. Coop Cup Clan versus the reigning champs. Actually, this is a rematch of the championship game last year. But we don't think it's going to be close. We think Coop Cup Clan is going to absolutely destroy Daddy's team, and Daddy's team is going to struggle to score 100 points this game. Give us Coop Cup Clan to win. Ricky Stanicki versus DeMardiac Arrest. We're thinking Ricky Stanicki is going to roll DeMardiac Arrest, so we'll see what goes on there, but we don't think it's going to be close at all. Widget versus Steelers of Joy. Give us Steelers of Joy to win it, to ruin Widget's first game in this league. I think Widget will struggle at the first part of the season, but it might turn around halfway through the season, but Steelers of Joy is going to ruin it for them in their first game. Last game in week 1, Diggs in a Blanket versus Team McElhaney. Team McElhaney, we have them winning. They had high offense last year, high scoring. We think it's going to carry over to this season. That is our week 1 preview. I want to go over something real quick here at Phan State. Some people just like to read off a screen, and that's all they do. Here at Phan State, we could do the same thing. We could just read off points, read off money lines, stuff like that. See the matchups and just read it like that off the screen. But here at Phan State, pen and paper, baby. We do our research. Unlike other shows, we just don't read off the screen and just have ChatGPT tell us everything. A lot of good stuff happening at Phan State. New things are going to come, but you can trust us, baby, to do our research and give you guys the best news possible. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.